Welcome to 1407 Gray Mountain Lane, the living memory of the X-Men. Don't let anyone tell you different. Today, I'm with Cory.
Hello.
And we are going to we're part of the AKPC. We're talking about this week in X-Men. There were 4 books, and there were some surprises. Did you read the? How you doing, man?
Let's see. I got through Judgment Day, Omega. Let me pull my list up because my memory will get jogged. Okay.
Oh, yeah, take time.
I read Marauders. I read Wolverine. I didn't get to Legion of X. I read Moon Knight. I read Ghost Rider, Captain America, Sabretooth. I'm just calling it Sabretooth.
Yeah.
And Black Panther Unconquered.
Okay. All right. I didn't read Omega, but I read everything else: Marauders, Legion of X, Sabretooth and the Exiles, and Wolverine. Which one do you want to start off first?
You're the host. You pick.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Bring
Tress. We
Canadian. Come out wherever you are in.
What's up, MJ?
Hey guys.
Oh yeah, we're just about to get started. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Oh man. All right. Real quick. R.I.P. to Kevin Conroy and Carlos Pacheco. Some heavy hitters.
Yeah. The nerddom is really sad now on social media. Like I told the Facebook page because I'm still upset from Tuesday a little bit. Yeah. I'm just like, this just brings it down 10 quintillion times more.
Jeez.
Yeah. How about we pick what we talk about first by you know how the Big Bang Theory would go rock, paper, scissors, Spock?
Right. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's did you read all the books this week, man? MJ?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one? Pick it. Where do we go, man? Where do we go?
The best to worst or worst to best?
Let's go worst to best. Let's do best to worst this time. We always go worst to best.
Okay.
I think Sabretooth was probably the best.
Real Sabretooth. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's get into it.
Well, may I start, or do you?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I had to catch up a little bit because I was like, "Wait, who are you guys all again?" Oh, I remember you. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, a brand new Orcus scientist. Oh, you're gonna do the standard thing of wanting to experiment on Victor Creed while he's not dead. Oh, like, hasn't anyone told you in this world, my dear, when Victor Creed says, wait till I get out of here? I'm just like, oh, I know how this is going to go down. And then, of course, he goes into that room of goons. And they're like, no, you can't be in here. And he just smiles. I'm like, okay, just shut the door. He's just let him do what he was created.
It kind of seems like she wanted him to get out.
Yeah, like
why would one of those Orcus people want him?
I think this is an undercover thing. I think that's Birdie.
Or there could be something going on in the mind, like a second consciousness in the mind, or something. There's something in it. She took out his liver and put a device in place of the liver. Right. Could be a tracking device. Could be a weapon that'll go off. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so it goes back to so the villain goes back to Orcus. They're the bad guys. Not like the mutants are keeping some secret like.
Yeah, and
this is a human thing. This is just showing that humans want to experiment on mutants all the time. They want what they have.
I've said in already several tapings how critical and how upset I get sometimes at the state of the X-verse in certain books I'm reading. But now that you said that, and I fully realize this, you know, with depending on the book, they do bring Orcus in and out. Like, hey, they're still behind the scenes, either indirectly involved or they're watching the said villain in question doing something.
It's better than bringing in the bullshit U-men and stuff like that. You know, I like
the U-men, man. Like the U-men, like I think it's interesting because like now with the whole thing was they used to take mutants and kill them and take their empowered parts, but now like because of the resurrection, that's not really an issue anymore. I can see somebody like, hey, listen, kill me, use my body, I'll just be resurrected anyway, so it's gonna be fine. Like
the scientist, so she created the U-Men.
Yeah.
She created before she created the U-Men, she implies she created something, a breeding ground in Brazil.
Right.
That's like the Children of the Vault.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that.
If not that, it seems like she's working towards the next step of human evolution.
Yeah.
And this is actually one of my theories, not a theory, but it would have been something I would retcon if I had the power to. Mm-hmm. If I go back in time and take over one of the writers' minds. Instead of having proto-humans, I thought they should have been Hyperions. And in this issue, the thing she creates looks like a prototype Hyperion.
Hey, also, do you kind of get the feeling with Oya and Nukra?
Those were two of the people who were
the two ladies. It seemed like they're trying to be a couple.
So like the two black girls.
Black ladies? I didn't see that, but I was just trying to remember if everyone was in the Sabretooth miniseries. Like they were all in the.
Yeah, they all were, except for Toad.
Yeah, there was kind of something.
Give him a brand new outfit. I'm like, that outfit is so dated. The Tudor ruff on you almost. Just Jumbo Carnation, here's your next project right here.
Oh god.
And they were going for a creepy vibe with Toad, which I don't like. Mm-hmm. Toad, for like one or two panels like a year ago, he was almost like a hero. He had like a superhero costume. He was all tall and proud looking. And now he's all
that was Wild Child. That was
right. That was Wild Child.
Toad. He went on a mission with Maggot Gut, and he looked cool. He was a badass saving people in New York. He didn't look short and stouty. He looked tall and lean with Maggot. It seemed like they were trying to go for a hero vibe with him, and now they're back to him being a creep.
When your powers manifest right now in your tongue, then you kind of are already a creep. Sorry, but hey, ultimate version of Toad was given an amphibian appearance. So, which version of him do you think feels better?
Also, I like the fact that Orphan Maker, he's splitting more and more off from Nanny. He's starting to get like influence from other people like Oye and Melter. Like he's starting to get like positive influences.
And also, don't forget Grey Crow from Hellions was like, "Hey, want to clean guns with me? Sure."
Yeah. John Storm is asking for my opinion. Please stop calling me that. I am not the Human Torch.
He has the mental capacity now. I think of like a 15-year-old, maybe 17.
I thought it was like 13, 14. He was still like, he's still in that.
I haven't looked that up, but I am curious. Like, I don't remember what white pages it was, but Xavier does not want people to get that suit off of him.
Yeah, because everybody, it's going
to. I want to see which book will give me an answer to that. What is up with this?
It's his powers. Like his powers would destroy the world.
Well, what are those powers? We don't know. I want like an unpacked answer. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, he was aged up enough that Nanny didn't consider him a child no more. Right. So I don't know. Does a child mean 18? Does a child mean 14? I don't know.
Yeah, he's getting older. He's getting a little bit older, but like, we got to remember though, his body is right before his mutant power emerges, like a second before. So I say that he's like, he's young. He's a tween. Like he's a tween. His puberty has not
someone grown-ish be
because like if his powers manifest, it's over. So that's why they're trying to.
You think the suit prevents him from aging?
It's suit. Yeah, it prevents this X factor from activating. That's the way I understand it.
Yeah, it's hard because I know some story in Hellions did have his mind age up. I don't know if his body aged up as well. I'm not too sure about that.
In this one part with Orcus, like, they're trying to, like, they go back into a little bit of history and say like, hey, this guy who's like the father of modern science, he experimented on Black women, and like what he found, he used his updated methods that were apparently safer now on white women,
which is
and
true.
It's just like,
which is true.
Yeah, this is true. It's just like, so what they're doing the mutants, they're going to try to apply to humans. They're trying to give. I think you're right. They're trying to make a bunch of Hyperions, like,
they already have
empowered humans.
That muscled version of who looks like Thor's daughter from the Kelly Thompson.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
It's thick.
Did you guys do Legion of X? Tell me how that went. Do we have any more developments on Mother Righteous, or is
one second. I'm like, one more, like, just Sabretooth. Like, Sabretooth is so goddamn stupid, it's unbelievable.
Art department.
I hate him. It's just like, he's cunning, but then like he's stupid. He's cunningly stupid. He's like Cartman.
What did he do?
Department question for a second.
What's up?
Have they always given Victor Creed Amber Witcher werewolf eyes?
Yes. He's always been more animalistic than Wolverine.
Well, I've known that. I'm just talking about his appearance.
Yeah. Is that artistic, or is his eyes actually glow? Like, because like Gambit's eyes glow red, right? So like,
right, yeah, when he's like
when he's using his power. So I'm wondering if it's just artistic for Sabretooth, or
maybe it's I think maybe like artistic, an artistic license. But I want to see where this goes. I don't think this is going to be a series. I think this is going to be like another limited series. Like, we're going to get like 4.
We're going to get the realization that the council's going to get the realization, oh God almighty, he's out of there. What are we doing?
Because of Cypher, though. That's Cypher's fault. Yeah. That's just me. Okay, moving on to what was next? Like the second best. I'll let you pick because
Cory wants to do Legion, I think, right?
Yeah, Legion of X was good.
I didn't get to it. Is my little Irishman Shano Cassidy not a Ghost Rider anymore?
He's still a Ghost Rider. He's totally Ghost Rider.
Well, he seems to be an Avatar.
Yeah. Why is Jean Grey on this cover though? I don't understand that part.
They always do that.
Like, Jean's not even there. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why is Beast there?
They well, it might be hinting at. So this issue was very much the beginning of a zombie plague.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a small event, I guess. It's gonna happen. Like, probably not interlocking into other issues, but basically a plague is spreading across Krakoa that's causing mutations to go. Like,
that's gonna lead into Nightcrawler's looking like his father almost, and like, I don't feel very well.
No, okay, all right.
It almost feels like Deviants when they lose control and go full deviation.
Yeah, I think this is maybe just a wave of secondary mutations. Like, Nightcrawler is evolving a little bit more. Remember what happened with Beast Pack during the Morrison run? Like, same thing happened. So like maybe secondary mutations like occur every so often, and some mutants get their powers evolved. Like,
this seems to be malicious.
It does seem malicious.
Because what the goddess girl, Mother Righteous, what she implies is that someone else is working, and you're gonna need our help to stop it. And then Sinister was like, "This is incredible! I can't believe what's going on here. It's beautiful."
Of course. That
actually, you know what? Sinister. Now that you bring up Sinister, he was one of my favorite parts of this issue.
Well,
him and Nemesis going back and forth.
Well, any British writer, and Simon Spurrier's one of them, any British writer can do Nathaniel Essex great. I don't want to.
No. It's not. It wasn't just him. It was Dr. Nemesis. Because what he says here, this is a place of science, not toadstool colonies with potentials of grandeur. Science? You wouldn't know the empirical method would transfer into a pot of hair grease and claim to enjoy your punchlines. Like, Nemesis, will you just... No. I mean, it's like, no, I held my tongue long enough. Why is he here? His name is literally evil. Actually, it means, it's Latin for left. Like, you don't know everything. You're just a poser. Oh my damn. See, I love this. I want, like,
okay,
Exodus Sinister vibes from early Dawn of X.
Now I'm gonna be looking at this, because if it's just, I'm slowly starting to imagine what veteran British actors we could get for Dr. Nemesis and
Peter Capaldi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I can visualize that, because I know how he talks. I've seen him in Doctor Who clips. I've seen him in BBC stuff. Okay, keep that name on the short list. We'll have to think of other ones.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi, and like for Sinister, I would do somebody who could pull off snarky like that. And hear me out, John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly's too plump in the face to be Mr. Sinister.
Doesn't matter, because like we need somebody who could pull off, like somebody who's kind of charming, but somebody who's super evil.
Yeah. Peter Capaldi and Rupert Everett.
Too on the nose, man. Like, come on, let's have a little fun with it.
The guy I'm thinking, I can't remember his name. He might be a little too old. He played like the Zorro character.
Anthony Hopkins. Sir Anthony Hopkins. No double dipping. He's Odin. He's Odin.
Oh, right.
No double dipping. He's Odin.
No, you're right. The guy I'm thinking about, he was already in the first Doctor Strange. Mads Mikkelsen or something.
Mads Mikkelsen, yeah.
He would make an excellent, and they would actually show that he can be funny and evil at the same time. I love it.
So Jean is probably on the cover because they're hinting at that she'll probably get her powers. Well, because so far we've seen what people with bestial powers look like when they go out of control. What happens when you don't have a bestial power going out of control?
Also, I like this one part with the portal. What's that? What's through that portal? Oh, that's where I keep my organic atrocities and lay plans for world domination.
Literally,
it's banter. I'm just messing with you. Banter. Do I hear a cat in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna have
and this one part with Nemesis. Wouldn't surprise me. Preen psychopaths to spend all their time with their heads up their own anuses, like Nemesis. His name is literally a synonym for evil. We don't need him. It's so
Ms. Irene, you've made your point. Let's go on with the show.
I know. I just love it. I like what I'm hearing. Cy Spurrier did the impossible. He wrote a really interesting story. One that doesn't.
I thought you were saying that Cypher was in there for a second, but
no. Cy Spurrier. But also, I was all for it until that one part where they had made another pot shot against Xavier. You know, you do something your father never did. you can't have everything by yourself. The trick is not to try. I'm like, oh my God. Shut up, Cypher. Shut up. I hate you. God, that. He's a pretentious little twerp.
Well, you're gonna get mad at me in a couple seconds because I'm going to cuss Hank McCoy out and Ben Percy out for the two Wolverines.
Oh, no. Actually, all of it, like with Beast, this is all stuff that's been leading up. So, while I don't like Ben Percy per se, I see where he's going. This has been a long time coming.
Then tell me where he's going, because I'm one issue away from selling all this stuff back.
So we'll get there.
We will get there. We're going to get there. We already know Marauders is the bottom of the pile.
I want to throw one last theory up before we move on.
What's up?
I think the horns on his head.
Yeah.
I think they have a power.
Okay. What kind of power?
I don't really know. I'm thinking like maybe like generate like power from it, like plasma, or like maybe like something to do with like faith or luck.
Or they're just horns because he's half demon.
He's not a demon. His dad.
Well, it could be magical. They could grant him access to like devil magic now. Like, I don't know. I feel like it gotta be more than just aesthetic. Come on, secondary mutation, new horns, gotta be more than just aesthetic.
I'm
okay, so probably move on now, I guess.
I just like that whole thing with Archangel at the end. Like,
they made Warren let his blue side out again.
No,
worse.
He got more bird like.
Oh no! Are you saying body horror issue?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, now I really, really, really have to examine this issue. Now you've given me good little bits of pastrami here. Are we ready to proceed down the line again?
Yeah. All right. Next one. We got Marauders and we got Wolverine.
I kind of know where the story's going. I know who everybody is, but now I don't know what the heck they were doing. All I could understand was they were having a meeting at the hot tubs.
Yeah.
The crew was nervous about the mission, and Captain Miss Pride had to give a.
It's like, we have to save them from back in time, but they're already dead.
Yeah.
And then Bishop say, "You're already dead in my time." It's like, no, it's totally different, bro.
How is it different?
No, what? Okay, one, Bishop. It's not like they're going back a couple hundred years to save somebody who got lost back there. No, they're trying to stop a catastrophe that happened already. Like, it's like, all right, basically, it's like they're trying to go back in time to save the dinosaurs before the asteroid hit. Like that doesn't work though. You're trying to change everything.
Your argument only makes sense if they're not taking that into consideration. They know that if they do something wrong too much, their entire future can change.
Yeah,
they're taking that into consideration. Yeah, they're gonna whatever they do. I don't think they save everybody. Maybe they just save some. Maybe they save everybody, but they do it in a way.
Why do it?
They're going to do it in a way that doesn't affect the future.
Yeah, but what they're doing will affect the future, because
it's comics. They can find a comic book answer.
I'm treating it like it's real, man.
That is. Be careful, MJ. That is the loose excuse that justifies very poor execution of stuff.
I mean, Marauders hasn't really been good.
I'm not justifying the excuse. If it's poor, I will tell you it's poor.
I know.
What I'm saying is that they're going to come up with an excuse. They're going to come up. Tempo will go omega level by connecting everybody together, create some like time bubble, separating that time period from the other time periods, and then taking that time period to the future without effect. I don't know. They're going to come up with a stupid answer.
No, I think it's going to go back to that. I know exactly what's going to happen. Remember that box? Remember that box that Emma Frost got?
Gave to Kitty? Yeah.
That's Kitty. Because remember,
where did they find that box?
It was given.
Mystique. I think it was at no place.
Oh no! They got it. No, Mystique got it. She she got that. It was like a culture that has no name, and she stole it from them, gave it to Emma, and she gave it to Kate. And so I think Kate is in there. I think all this was supposed to happen. So they're going to go back in time, and they're going to get stuck there, and they can't be able to get back. So they're in that box. And then they're gonna look at, because it said this is Kitty wrote on the box from way back then. So we're getting like a Back to the Future type of situation.
That is probably the easiest way to come to the future if they lose Tempo. If Tempo dies, they can't time travel no more. But what they could do is that they could go to sleep for 2 billion years. They could go to they could just go into the core of the planet. So one of my theories is that we're going to get more into this later. But one of my theories is the origin of Krakoa and Okara. There's various origins of it. One possibility is all the way back at Threshold. If Okara is 2 billion years old, they could go into a no place for 2 billion years, pop out, no time has changed.
Yeah, but I don't think Okara is that old though. Because remember, if it is a couple million years old, I'm with that. But they say this is before the dinosaurs. This is they're in a place that's completely different. But I want a comic book answer. I want a really good comic book answer. Also, we kind of seeing Tempo is starting to get kind of chummy with a couple of with that one girl from Threshold.
Yeah, for sure. So the Threshold people look to be biological experts, creating diseases, weapons out of diseases, and other stuff like that. So it seems like Krakoa could be something they could create.
I want
But they might be evil. We might not even bring them to the future, because we might find out they're all evil and shit like that. That one girl, that seems to be getting
the one with Nova, the one with Cassandra Nova, and it's weird that Cassandra Nova was the only one who was speaking sense,
who is explicitly drawn with Yzma's smile in this art style here.
Oh yeah. No, also, she claims that her brother tried to kill her, like it was her fault. That was her fault. She's blaming it on her brother. She's like, oh, my brother tried to kill me, tried to commit an abortion on me. Okay, first of all, that's not what happened. You're twisting the facts. She made it seem like she's some sort of victim. She is not a victim. She's never been a victim.
Well, she's crazy, so makes sense.
The bitch is crazy. That's all I'm saying. The bitch is crazy. No, okay, so Wolverine. Okay, Cory, let it rip. I want to hear your thoughts.
Mr. Percy, you may be an excellent novelist who's got good clout, and your past issues were great, but what you decided to unpack in this issue, damn you once, damn you twice, damn you three times over. If I don't at least get Omega Red realizing that Wolverine's been tardy for several days.
No, it hasn't. It has not been unnoticed.
It's literally, it was also because I read all this after the midterms and I was still upset, so I was reading angry with a couple things. So if I don't see something act up quickly where where like this time Omega Red does something really nasty to Beast, like pull some teeth out. I'm selling this Wolverine tenure and X-Force tenure back. I was just very upset at these issues. Very upset.
Noted. MJ, what'd you think? Wolverine.
I have two main points. First, I hate how stupid it is. It's such a stupid idea on the part of Beast. For one, he has to know it can't be permanent. There's no way you can permanently have Wolverine as your slave. There's not a chance. Jean Grey, Omega Red, someone's going to come for him and it's going to end. So what is his plan, that eventually he'll kill him and then resurrect him without the memories? Wolverine will find out eventually that this happened. It's so stupid. He's going to find out. He's going to come for your head. For such a smart man, it's so stupid.
No.
And second, it's almost unredeemable.
Yeah.
It essentially makes him Stryker or one of those evil villains. I'm hoping that this is a dark Beast and that when he dies, and finally Beast needs to die, and when he finally dies, I hope he's resurrected and he's no longer this asshole.
I have two points. Like you can't, like you said, with Wolverine, the way they're using him, essentially it's Weapon X.
Yes.
He's just back in the Weapon X program. And he's getting his memories messed up, and yeah, and the second
treating him like a dog. treating him worse.
Oh man, and I think my thing about it is, like, they are making Beast irredeemable. Like everything that's going on, and then he has Wolverine's adamantium skull in his house, and are you serious right now? This is like, no, and this kind of goes into my whole theory that, like, Marvel hates intelligence. Like, if you're smart, you have no morals because there's no line that you won't cross.
Men, well, I guess women too. Yeah, I guess both. Yeah.
No, like they don't like intelligence. Like, you have too much knowledge. You don't believe in hope, in friendship, and everything's an angle. Like, that's not a bad thing, though. You're making it sound like eventually they all go bad. Reed Richards did it. Tony Stark did it. Bruce Banner is currently doing it. Like, the way he can manipulate people all around him. The way Bruce Banner manipulated his son into taking out various people. And yeah, they're saying if you're hopeful, you're doing everything for the right reason. But what if you're smart and you're doing something for the right reasons? Marvel have a huge biases against intelligence.
So why would Beast want to do this intelligently? This
doesn't make any sense. This is not something he would do. Like, he was totally against, like, he was totally against Cyclops coming up with X-Force as a Black Ops program. He's made that clear. But then in the last decade, he did some things that without talking to anybody about it. Like, he brought in the original 5 X-Men, and that was a really bad thing that happened. Like, even the Watchers are like, you disappoint me. And then had him turn on the X-Men and stand with the Inhumans. And then now we got this. Marvel, it's part of the Hank McCoy diary. He's just one bad day away from being a supervillain. No, I don't agree with that. There could be, like, I mean, Riri Williams is a good person, but you know the difference is she's young. If you're older and you're intelligent, you're a bad person.
Well, I hate to get political, but I think part of it is if you're a white guy, a white person, white girl guy, I don't see them. You don't have, I don't know, maybe it's bullshit point out.
No, it's not. Sorry.
No, you're good. It seems like I guess Marvel is just easier, I guess, to do that to guys. But I guess there's just more scientists in Marvel that are just white dudes. So
yeah, I mean, like, there have been times where Storm's a bad person. Everybody slips up, but I didn't like this. And what are we in? I think we're in the opposite in an alternate universe, because Legion was good.
Yeah,
it was good. Who knew?
I have hope that they're gonna do, like, cause Beast is a fan favorite. I can't imagine they could just tank Beast's entire character like this and not have a plan. That's why I'm pretty sure that this is not Beast. I'm pretty sure that
it can't
he's
be
never
Beast.
died. He's never died in House of X.
No.
So whoever Xavier resurrected, it is not the original Beast, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that's what it turns out to be. So when he finally dies, he'll come back and he'll be a good guy again.
Also, think about this. The whole idea of X-Force was a reaction from Xavier being murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they take out Beast, they got to take down X-Force. X-Force cannot be, like, they need to restructure it. Something needs to happen, because with them, it's like, okay. At first you had Jean bitching and moaning about doing anything, and then Colossus. We still need to deal with that. That whole, like, him being manipulated by his brother. Got to deal with that, but. Come on, take McCoy. I love
exactly.
him. Like, he's been through so much. Give him some happiness. Let him be happy in his work. Can he just be happy in his work? Like, he can't have any kind of self-confidence. Like, then he's too big for his britches. He's getting arrogant. Like, come on, man. Like this is a guy who got beaten. He got, like, George Floyd, and after being broken up with by his girlfriend, who said that she can't be with him because being with him is almost bestiality.
Yeah.
New X-Men 117. Check it out, because, like, oh my God, that was rough.
That would be rough.
Jeez. But oh crap. It just sucked.
Yeah, literally, like, I need to see if I can't see some changes by at least the next 2 issues, I'm selling this Wolverine tenure back and everything. It's just like, literally, I was not to where I was, like, scaring myself nerd angry, but I nearly threw my computer across the room.
Damn.
I nearly threw my computer.
Don't do. Your computer has done nothing.
Your
computer's done nothing.
Well, because I also read this week's one of 2 Captain America books, because you know how they're doing Symbol of Freedom, which is Sam Wilson, Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, Steve Rogers.
Right.
Jackson Kelly, whoever's doing that, he's making some decisions that I didn't get through the whole review, but Bill liked it enough to still support it. But
we got to get Bill on here. We got to hear his thoughts.
or at least, have a visit from our sensei. Maybe let's catch him after he sees Wakanda Forever and see what he thinks.
I'm going to see that tomorrow. I'm nervous.
Get a hold of me on Discord and see whether or not some of my bootleg theories are confirmed. I'll tell you.
I already called that he has a son.
Well, hey, the one thing I know already is Girl Comic-Con has taken to MCU Namor to heart.
Jesus. All right. So next week we only have one book.
We got kind of one more thing we can go through real quick.
Yeah, right. Do
Justice League Omega.
Oh, what happened?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. No,
Wrong publishing house. Publishing house.
I'm just gonna say this. This is just gonna now the Eternals will go back to their obscurity.
Maybe
they had their shine. Now they're back. They're a D-list group. They're bottom of the barrel.
Maybe
it don't matter.
There's some potential that you're right. They might not pick it up again. There's some potential with Arrows building a new colony on Titan. That's kind of that has me intrigued. But yeah, it's mostly nothing. The one main part I want to bring up is so I've had this theory going on for a while.
What's up?
None of you guys really liked it before. But now I would like to get your opinion on it again with this newest information.
Okay. I've told you my opinion already, and it's not.
No. Go ahead. Lay it on me, brother.
Go ahead.
So, and at the very end of this issue, Arrows gives Cypher, Wolverine gives Wolverine or something. Basically, they give him a last message from the Eternal Machine.
Fastos gives it to Krakoa.
Yeah, Fastos gives Wolverine, and Wolverine gives Krakoa the last message of the Eternal Machine. And apparently, the Eternal Machine, 1 million years ago, when it was created, when the Celestials showed up on Earth 1 million years ago, they found a island, a talking island that basically cloned, kind of. They basically took they scanned the mind of Okara, and they made a digital version of that, and that was the Eternal Machine. So the Eternal Machine's last message to Krakoa was, "Bye, mommy / daddy, bye, other / friend." And so basically establishing that Okara is minimum 1 million years old, and the Eternal Machine is kind of like its daughter / son /
That's dope. I like that. I like it.
So you can't create something without being inspired by something. So
right. So so now those two things forever will be related. Even the new Eternal Machine got wiped, but at the very end, the Eternal Machine sent Fastos like a text message with a winky face, implying that the Eternal Machine kind of still has some personality left in it. So Krakoa still has like a daughter / sibling out there. But my theory is that 1 million years ago in the Thor comic, so in Avengers comic about Thor's birth, we learn that Gaia had a child that was a talking tree.
Krakoa.
And now we know confirmation that Okara is 1 million years old minimum.
Wow.
So my running theory is that Okara is the child of Gaia, therefore making Krakoa
a god.
Thor is Krakoa's uncle.
Ugh.
That
is crazy. I love it. Let's do this.
If Gaia is the grandmom of Krakoa, then
it makes sense. That'll make Krakoa a god.
The manslaughter. So my three pieces of evidence basically is the age of Krakoa, Gaia saying that she had a talking tree as a child 1 million years ago, and manslaughter, the clone to man thing, the plant entity. So a clone to a plant thing, manslaughter. He called Krakoa the plant god.
That's interesting.
So plant god, 1 million years ago, Gaia says she had a talking tree. Could be many talking trees. Maybe she's the birth mother to Groot's race. I don't know. But
it is across the universe. I like that. All right. So any other new business?
Moon Knight still going incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Mark Spector crashed a party of the guy who's trying to be the North American vampire governor or premier, to use a Canada term. And a delegation from Dracula came to this party, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's our pitch. But then boom, door crashes open. Mark Spector in his suit, Tigra's with him in a really good suit, in a really good dress. This artist made her fine as hell in this. I'm saying, MJ, please come back, because you will get your I want to go hang out with furries again when you see Tigra in her dress. But his best, Moon Knight got a roommate, Hunter's Moon. Like, Moon Knight realized that there were other Moon Knights and some vampire goons. We have to say killed Hunter's Moon. And so Mark's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get some work done for Blade. Everything now. So Moon Knight is literally like, when you can step out of that room for a second, knowing that it's gonna go well when you come back. Everything. Moon Knight's so strong. Superman, Son of Kal-El, made me cry. It made me cry almost, because Tom Taylor got the father-son down perfectly, just like Peter Tomasi. He's Superman. I got to this issue at Dark Crisis. I'm gonna have to reread again, because I'm like, okay, I'm at least intrigued enough to read backwards and see what's going on here.
Okay.
And Mark Waid made me very angry by telling me Alfred is not coming back. There was a demon using Alfred's body in Batman versus Robin. Damien's great-grandmother's planning something, and Damien is faking demonic possession somehow to stop his great-grandmother. I don't know how you can fake being demonically possessed and everything.
It's Batman. It's a whole nother universe.
Yes, he's Batman Jr., so of course Mark Waid's going to find a way to explain it. But the one thing I do like in this story is the demon magic. When Bruce is shown stuff, he's being taught up on what's been going on in other stories. When characters get caught up and stuff.
Yeah.
So Mark Waid's at least pleasing me that way, but I'm just like.
But here's the thing: Mark Waid's always been good with continuity. Like,
I know
he knows, he does his research. He's one of my.
I know.
Him and Al Ewing are probably one of my favorite continuity writers.
It's just, I nearly had to cuss him out for a second. I'm like, you nearly gave me Alfred back and you took it away.
That was the point.
No, I want the greatest butler of all possible butlers back now. Give it to me now.
I've been reading Carlos Pacheco's X-Men run from '97.
That's Gillen, right?
No, Gillen didn't come into like the late 2000s.
So Pacheco did art for another.
Yeah, he did it for Scott Lobel.
Okay.
And he also he stayed on after Lobdell left, and I did it for Stephen T. Siegel. So it wasn't like, I love his art. His art was just it like, I can, like, the way he drew was just, it was like watching a scene from a movie. Like,
Pacheco's art. Pacheco's, would you say Pacheco's art is like his colleague Mike Deodato almost.
I don't understand that reference.
Like their style similarities. Would you say their styles look similar?
I have to see this other guy's, but I really like his because it's just good. Like when he took over as artist from man, I remember as a kid I really liked it, and I went back to it. Well, his stuff on Operation Zero Tolerance, Iceman has never looked so good. Seriously, like just
you're gonna have to give me photo evidence because Russell Dowderman has spoiled me on how Bobby should look when he's iced up.
There's some good stuff. Like the character design is really nice.
Bobby can make himself look really sleek. He goes for more of a bestial appearance when he could go for like an ice suit with like ice glasses. You know, he could go really sleek looking, but he doesn't.
I think I'm sending it to you now. But yeah, MJ, read some old stuff. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's so good. Like just read some old stuff in general because it helps you get some like kind of like but you may see something that's being a theme that's being used with a character currently. Like, oh, okay, this happened. Okay, I see it now. You start to see connections. But next week we have one book.
Really?
Yeah, one in the gold standard, Immortal X-Men, with Mystique as the focus.
Ugh, okay.
Let's go. We're getting to the good stuff.
Proposal for if there's fallout from X-Force, hold Mystique down, have Jean do a similar version of what she did to Cassandra, and just make her the head of X-Force.
No. How about we don't do that? Because we've seen what happens when Mystique is part of any kind of government team. She either tries to corrupt it or she gets almost killed. Read when she was part of X Factor back in the 90s.
I do think it makes sense that would be her power push. It seems like that faction, Destiny Mystique faction, it's kind of like weak AF on the council. They have no major plans going. They don't have any forces behind their back.
Everybody hates them.
Everyone hates them. It would be a good power grab. X-Force would be a good power grab for them.
Yeah.
And
and then next week, Tom Taylor will be having Nightwing getting tortured by the newest citizen of the fifth dimension that's being created. Tom Taylor will show us Nightmite.
Nightmite. Oh, that's weird.
Nightlight.
Seriously, Nightlight. All right, Cory, MJ, I'm 1407. We're the AKPC -1, and we'll see you soon.